An amateur astronomer named John Evans decided to head out into his garden to take part in his favorite hobby, stargazing through his telescope. However, the man's routine observation turned into an extraordinary event when he noticed a large, unidentified object hovering close to the moon. On a clear night, he set up his telescope in his backyard, eager to take advantage of the perfect stargazing conditions. The moon hung prominently in the sky, its surface features clearly visible through his high-powered telescope. John, an amateur astronomer, had spent countless nights observing the lunar landscape, but this evening would prove to be unlike any other. As he adjusted the focus of his telescope, he noticed something peculiar. Near the edge of the moon, a large cylindrical object appeared to be hovering. At first, he thought it might be a trick of the light or a flaw in his telescope. However, as he continued to observe, it became clear that this was no ordinary anomaly. The object maintained a steady position relative to the moon, casting a shadow on its surface, indicating its presence in the lunar vicinity. Realizing the significance of what he was witnessing, he quickly decided to document the sighting. He carefully retrieved his smartphone, aligning it with the eyepiece of his telescope to take a photograph. This method, though rudimentary, was his best option for capturing a clear image of the object. He steadied his hands and snapped several photos, ensuring that the cylindrical shape was clearly visible in at least one of them. After taking the photos, he reviewed them on his phone. The object was unmistakably cylindrical, with distinct edges and a metallic sheen. It appeared to be quite large, though estimating its exact size was challenging without knowing its precise distance from the moon. The cylindrical object exhibited several intriguing characteristics. Its shape was highly unusual for natural celestial bodies, which are typically irregular and cratered. The object's smooth metallic surface suggested it was not a fragment of the moon or an asteroid. Moreover, its steady position indicated that it was not merely passing by, but was either stationary or moving very slowly in relation to the moon. There are several potential explanations for the object he observed. One possibility is that it was a man-made satellite or space debris. However, the size and shape of the object, as well as its proximity to the moon, made this unlikely. Another theory is that it could be an unidentified object. Interestingly, John's encounter with the cylindrical object near the moon is not an isolated incident. Over the years, there have been numerous reports and sightings of unidentified flying objects in close proximity to the moon. These sightings have sparked considerable interest and debate among astronomers, researchers, and enthusiasts alike. The moon has been a focal point of human observation for millennia. Ancient civilizations often recorded unusual phenomena observed in the night sky, including strange lights and objects near the moon. However, systematic documentation of such sightings began in earnest with the advent of telescopic astronomy in the 17th century. With the onset of the space age in the mid-20th century, interest in UFO sightings near the moon surged. During the Apollo missions, astronauts reported seeing mysterious objects in the vicinity of the moon. For instance, during the Apollo 11 mission in 1969, astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin reportedly observed a series of strange lights and an unexplained object that seemed to be tracking their spacecraft. While these sightings were not officially acknowledged as extraterrestrial, they fueled public fascination and speculation. In recent decades, advancements in technology have led to an increase in UFO sightings near the moon. High-resolution telescopes, space probes, and satellites have provided clearer and more detailed images of the lunar surface and its surroundings. Amateurs and professionals alike have reported seeing a variety of anomalies, from geometric structures and moving lights to shadowy figures and unidentified craft. These sightings are often documented through photographs and videos, adding to the body of evidence and intrigue. One plausible explanation put forward by NASA and others researchers is that many UFO sightings near the moon are natural phenomena. The lunar surface is a dynamic environment subject to various geological and atmospheric processes that can produce unusual visual effects. For example, transient lunar phenomena are brief, localized changes in brightness or color on the moon's surface, which can be mistaken for UFOs. However, some researchers and enthusiasts believe that the UFOs observed near the moon are evidence of alien spacecraft or advanced activities. Proponents of this theory argue that the moon, with its proximity to Earth and lack of atmosphere, would be an ideal base of operations for advanced civilizations. They point to the unusual behavior, shapes, and movements of the observed objects as indicators of non-human technology. The persistent reports of UFOs near the Moon highlight the need for continued scientific exploration and investigation. Understanding these phenomena could provide valuable insights into the nature of the Moon, the solar system, and potentially the existence of advanced life. Future lunar missions, both manned and unmanned, could be designed to specifically investigate these anomalies, employing advanced sensors and instruments to capture more detailed data. UFO sightings near the Moon have a significant impact on public interest and engagement with space exploration. These sightings capture the imagination and curiosity of people around the world, fostering a sense of wonder and excitement about the cosmos. This heightened interest can translate into increased support for space programs and scientific research, driving advancements in technology and knowledge. The cylindrical object near the Moon remains an unsolved mystery, emphasizing the need for continued investigation and open-mindedness in the scientific community. Advanced telescopes and space missions could potentially provide more information about such anomalies, helping to unravel the mysteries they present. In the vast realm of UFOs, various shapes and forms have been reported over the decades, each adding to the intrigue and mystery surrounding these phenomena. Among these, cylinder-shaped UFOs stand out due to their distinctive appearance and the frequency with which they are sighted. The first reports of cylinder-shaped UFOs date back to early paintings, suggesting that encounters with these mysterious objects have been occurring for much longer than previously thought. Interpreting these ancient artworks involves considering the historical context and the artist's intent. During the periods these paintings were created, the understanding of the cosmos was limited, and unexplained phenomena were often interpreted through a religious or supernatural lens. Artists might have depicted these cylinder-shaped objects as divine or otherworldly manifestations, reflecting the cultural and religious beliefs of their time. The appearance of cylinder-shaped UFOs in ancient paintings from different cultures and periods suggests a consistency that is difficult to dismiss. These depictions are not isolated incidents, but part of a broader pattern that spans centuries and continents. This consistency lends credence to the idea that artists across different eras and regions may have been witnessing similar phenomena, documenting them through their art. One of the earliest recorded sightings occurred in 1948, when an experienced pilot reported encountering a large cylindrical object while flying over the skies of New Mexico. The object was described as metallic, with no visible wings or means of propulsion, and it moved silently at a high speed. Over the years, numerous notable incidents have been documented, adding to the credibility of cylinder-shaped UFO sightings. In 1967, during the famous encounter in Canada, multiple witnesses reported seeing a cylindrical object crash into the waters off the coast. Despite an extensive search, no debris or conventional explanation was ever found, leaving the incident shrouded in mystery. Cylinder-shaped UFOs are typically described as elongated, cylindrical objects, often resembling a large cigar or a tube. They are usually metallic in appearance, with a smooth, reflective surface that lacks visible seams, windows, or doors. These objects are reported to vary significantly in size, ranging from a few meters to several hundred meters in length. One of the most remarkable features of cylinder-shaped UFOs is their flight behavior. Witnesses often describe these objects as moving at incredible speeds, performing rapid accelerations and making abrupt changes in direction that defy the capabilities of conventional aircraft. Additionally, these UFOs are frequently reported to hover silently in place for extended periods before suddenly disappearing or shooting off at high velocity. There have been several reports of cylinder-shaped UFOs interacting with their environment in unusual ways. For example, some witnesses have observed these objects emitting beams of light or electromagnetic fields that affect electronic devices and power grids. In other cases, cylindrical UFOs have been seen entering or exiting bodies of water, suggesting an ability to operate both in the atmosphere and underwater. As with many of these sightings, the most widely discussed and compelling theory is that cylinder-shaped UFOs are of advanced origin. Proponents of this hypothesis argue that the advanced technology and flight capabilities exhibited by these objects suggest they are not of human manufacture. The precise, seamless construction and lack of visible propulsion systems imply a level of technological advancement far beyond current human capabilities. Some scientists propose that certain sightings of cylinder-shaped UFOs could be attributed to rare natural phenomena. Atmospheric and optical effects, such as lenticular clouds or mirages, can sometimes produce shapes and movements that might be mistaken for UFOs. However, this explanation does not account for the consistent descriptions of metallic structures and the advanced flight capabilities observed in many reports. The potential existence of advanced, unidentified craft operating in our skies raises important national security concerns. Governments must consider the implications of such objects potentially being foreign surveillance tools or advanced weapons systems. Ensuring the safety and security of airspace and addressing the potential threats posed by these phenomena should be a priority for defense agencies worldwide.